What is up, everybody? Destin Legary here. Thank you so much for watching. This is the game show. This is a solo show where I talk about all the latest gaming news that is going on right now. We do this live, so hello, Mr. Ball. Hello, Grims. Hello, Illegal Knot, Land Killer, Spanish, Chris. Hello, everybody. It is good to see you all hanging out there in chat. There's many more who I didn't mention, but hello, you guys. So on today's show, we're going to be talking about some heavy stuff, so be warned. We're going to talk about what happened with Neogaf this week. I felt like it was a topic that should be discussed, so we're going to bring it up. We're going to open up the show talking about the Destiny 2 bans and Bungie's response. We're going to talk about that Activision patent for last week. I don't feel like we got a chance to talk about it very much. And we're also going to talk about what happened with Neogaf and what's the good that's coming out of it, actually, when it's all said and done. I'm hoping that it ends up being a good thing, that two of the camps there can kind of go their separate ways and still something positive can come out of a bad situation. We're also going to talk about something uplifting in the show. We're going to talk about the Xbox One X unboxing that we did a long time ago, and we're also going to talk about some of the things that IGN had to offer. So, the feature video this month, we're looking at the Halo graphics comparison. This is the 360 version of Halo running on an X, and it looks absolutely phenomenal. I really, really, really like it. Grim, thank you very much. Yes, I do need the focus. Quick promo note, I do this after work because I'm obsessed with the gaming industry. It helps me do my job better. It's all I know, but the only compensation I receive for doing this work after hours is your generosity in the form of a follow, subscription, share, or tip. So if you like the show and want to show me some love, there's of course a monetary way, but there's also plenty of free ways that you can also, like retweeting, following, or just coming back every Wednesday to hang out and chat. This is all about having a platform where we can talk about the latest gaming news of the day. I want to have a two-way conversation with you guys, and if you're not watching live, that's cool. You can actually leave a comment on youtube.com/thedestin channel, and we will address it on the show when I have a moment. So thank you to all the new followers. I see you guys hopping in there. That said, it's time for the game show. All right, the first story is all about the Destiny data mining. It's about the Destiny bans that have been happening, the reaction from the Reddit community and the Twitter community and Bungie. A lot of interesting stuff going on. So Destiny 2 PC players have been claiming that they are getting banned for no reason. Mr. Ball says, straight up, what are the diffs in this video? A couple more pixels, but not really noticeable. It's hard to notice here. You should check it out. He's speaking about the Halo video that we aired at the beginning. Check it out, you guys. So, Destiny 2 PC players are getting banned en masse. That's what Reddit makes it sound like anyway. But then Bungie comes out and says, hey, we banned like 400 people. So let's read the original IGN story here together. Hundreds of Destiny 2 PC players have reported being banned from the game with no consensus as to why. Multiple players have contacted IGN about the problem outright, and both the Bungie.net forums and Destiny subreddit have been flooded with posts about the problems. Some believe this to be connected to certain performance or chat-related overlays interacting with Destiny 2. However, Destiny community manager Cosmo has said that these programs are simply blocked and will not result in bans. Similarly, many players who have been banned say they haven't used any overlays. Many bans appear to be applied as soon as the game opens, perhaps indicating that a cheating countermeasure of some kind is being tripped. No timescale for the ban is given, simply asking affected players to visit the Bungie ban webpage. The page explains that there are no options to dispute or overturn account restrictions or bans, although the widespread nature of this issue would suggest it's a bug of some kind. This is the IGN original story. There's actually an update that I want to talk about right now. So Bungie actually responded, and this is their very concise response. Destiny 2 security, 8 hours ago from Destiny dev team. We have seen lots of questions about bans being issued in the PC version of Destiny 2. To provide some information, we would like to share some facts. The following is true, and this is from Bungie. Destiny 2 cannot automatically ban you, only Bungie can ban a player after a manual investigation. Yesterday we banned approximately 400 players on PC. Bans were applied to players who were using tools that pose a threat to the shared ecosystem of the game. We did not and will not issue any bans for the use of overlays or performance tools including Discord, XSplit, OBS, RTSS, etc. Information on using third-party applications can be found here, and we'll address that in just a second. We are overturning 4 of the bans that were issued during the PC beta. We are committed to providing an experience that is fun and fair to the millions of players who have joined us in this community. Update: as a part of our ban review process, we have identified a group of players who were banned in error. Those players have been unbanned. The bans were not related to the third-party applications listed above. We will continue to review the process we use to ensure a fun and fair game. So even they address that, hey, there was a group of players that were banned in error. We are unbanning them. Let's see what this is. Basically all the details that you know. Now, if you're a streamer and you use Destiny, you're playing Destiny 2. I was doing it yesterday. If you guys watched twitch.tv/thedestiny channel, give myself a little bit of a shout out. And yeah, so streaming and game capture, like you can use OBS and XSplit. You have to use screen capture mode. You can use window capture mode, but you have to do it like a certain way using window borderless. I use full screen. So I was doing OBS full screen, doing screen cap, and I was able to play at like 120 frames per second on capped while streaming at 1080-60. You guys know that. Grim actually says, I got banned and was on ban when I relaunched. I do use GeForce Experience, as do I, Grim, but I was not banned. Was your driver updated? Like, all we can do is really guess what happened. So we actually have a user in chat right now, Grim, who was saying he was actually banned and on banned when he relaunched. Maybe it was something that made the game display the ban notification, but you weren't actually banned. I'm not really sure. We will never know, but it seems like Bungie is addressing the issue. So there was this article on Kotaku also. Bungie says Destiny 2 PC players won't get banned unfairly, but some dispute that. I didn't read it. I just read the headline. But the only overlay I had was the NVIDIA FPS counter, wrote one Twitter user. While I was playing, I randomly got disconnected. When I relogged, I was banned. Several Redditors have pleaded the same case. I was playing on a PC that literally had only Windows 10, Blizzard Launcher, and Destiny 2 installed on it, wrote one. I genuinely have absolutely no idea how or why I could have been flagged up. So Cosmo, he did say that third-party programs could affect the game's performance. Or sorry, his actual code is third-party applications that aren't compatible with Destiny 2 may cause the game to not run, but won't result in a ban. So it sounds really interesting. David Shaw said, and this is very concise on Twitter, he said, we do block programs from pushing their code into our game. Most overlays work like that. We don't ban for that though. That's internet BS. So that is a level of confidence about the bans. That is the level of confidence about the bans where he's like, hey, I'm pretty confident there's something else going on here, for him to come out that boldly against it. Let's open this up to conversation now. I've seen you guys talking in chat. We have Grim in chat. He doesn't know why he got the ban notification, but he said it went away immediately. I wonder if, and all I can do is guess right now, if some of these users were hit with the ban notification and then they were able to be on ban once they hop back into the game. Yeah, that's all I really have to say. It seems like 400 people, that's a very small user base when you're talking about 5.5 million or something like that. But you know what? People like getting mad about stuff. People like having something to talk about. And honestly, I would be very, you've seen me talk about the tower crashes. I'd post tweets like 16 tower crashes. Blakers, meanwhile, says streamed 15 hours yesterday, 8 hours today with no issues. You GeForce experience FPS counter as well. Bungie's protecting themselves so we can have fun, so I'm fine with it, Landkiller said. Yeah, so for me, I am glad that Bungie is taking cheating incredibly seriously. That's really important to me. I just actually posted my PC review update, and it's to the point where it's almost to their detriment, where where it's a little crazy that like chat in game is protecting you. Like they're doing too much to protect their user base. Let me talk to other players in the tower. Like it's just, I don't understand how to use the chat system, and it's because like you have to manually opt in and somebody else has to manually. It's very strange. Mr. Ball says if Bungie is saying people can't be auto banned, it has to be manual. Does that mean Grim was banned by an actual person then unbanned later? Seems like something had to be done automatically now. Grim says, I agree the chat system is awful. Yeah, it sucks. So Mr. Ball, I think what happened is, the only thing I can think is what happened with Grim is, Grim, I think you tripped some sort of notification, and then when you relaunched the game, it went away. If it was that quick, it's something in the system that displays the ban notification that is being tripped for some reason, but you weren't actually banned, it seems like. Brawl, got it. Oh, Smash Brothers Brawl, I get it. Thanks you, Mr. Brawl. Manic says, I'm having a problem with stuttering. After maybe 30 minutes of playing, my game gets really stuttery. It's not FPS because it's staying consistent. Sounds like RAM to me. Not sure though, I'm not a PC wizard. But yeah, you're getting bottlenecks somewhere, Manic. That said, that's about all I have to say about this. So we're gonna go into spoiler territory. I think it's pretty light. Destiny 2 is Datamined. Reddit talked about it a little bit. I'm going to give you guys a second to respond and let me know if you don't want me to show this on screen right now. Oh, Figueroa is also experiencing some stuttering. Well, you guys know my rig. I have a Ryzen 1800X. I have 32 gigs of RAM, and I have a Titan X Pascal. No stuttering, maybe a little screen tearing, but I've had that problem forever. I'm running at 1080-60 and 1080-60, and it's awesome. Grim, you want me to show what? You want me to show my DX diag? All right, here it comes. I mean, there it is, if you can read it. Windows 10, Ryzen 1800X, 8-core processor, 32 gigs of RAM, and then if you go display one, the GTX Titan X, it's the Pascal edition. So that is what I'm running tonight, and yep, that's it. So, oh, show the spoilers. All right, so I'm gonna show the spoilers, guys. We're gonna go in 3, 2, 1, now. Okay, so it's pretty minor. So he dug through a bunch of files, and basically there's some voice lines about new worlds, including Ganymede and Myriad, which apparently were already in the game. There's voice lines about Destiny 1 patrol zones, Venus, Mars, Dreadnought, and Old Russia. Not really surprising to me. Phobos and Mercury are also talked about, with Phobos hinted as a new patrol zone. Sounds great to me. Sounds awesome to me. Like, going back to the old areas would be fantastic, I think. I don't know what you guys think. Let me know in chat. We'll address that in just a second. Shiro is on Mercury, and Osiris comes to the tower once again. That's a little bit interesting. I think he's just basing it mostly off sound files. All Destiny 1 events will return along with new ones, and he was speaking about Crimson Days, Festival of Lost next year, Sparrow Racing Lead, but not Queen's Wrath. The Reef and Prison of Elders, along with Petra and Barracks, are mentioned. Seems like you can go back. As you guys may have seen yesterday, if you actually happen to watch my stream, in that end credit scene, we do see a lot of the old... Oh, sorry, Brawl. We do see a lot of the old areas that show up. So that will be interesting. Sparrow Racing returns along with Marcus Wren. Black Garden and the Volta Glass are mentioned, and perhaps a trip back. So basically, and Brawl, I wouldn't worry too much about this. This is Datamined audio files and such. Yeah. I miss going to the reef to see John Wick, not Jez. Nice reference. Yeah, so I think these are pretty spoiler light. Nothing really got me super excited. The tower thing with Shiro being on Mercury and Osiris coming to the tower. So I don't know where he's getting that data specifically. Now, if it's a mention about him, will he actually be in the tower? Time's gonna tell. I always take this stuff with a grain of salt. I don't trust it. Like, I believe he data mined the content. I'm not saying he's a liar or anything. I'm careful about it. So he does have the data mine here. It's all audio files. So it's all audio files, right? So it has to be like specific audio mentions, which they could just be referencing Destiny 1. So don't get too excited. It could be something totally different. We'll have to find out soon. All right, guys. So that is what is going on in Destiny right now. And Landkiller makes an excellent point. It could just be cut content. Not just says Bungie has a habit of making these things and not using them. Exactly. We saw people glitching into areas in Destiny 1 that they thought maybe would be a thing, but then they weren't. You know, so we don't really know what's going to happen with these things. Time will tell. That said, we do kind of know what happened with that patent Activision implemented. We're going to talk about that coming up next and why I think it's kind of gross. Here it comes. So before we get into the Activision Files patent for whatever, Grims, thank you so much for subscribing with Twitch Prime. Thank you for being a supporter of the show. I consider you a sponsor for this show, and I only want to may wish to emulate the veteran player by purchasing the same weapons, gear, etc. they have acquired. The system can also match players to encourage microtransactions more out of our player base and get data while doing it. And to be fair, skin that gives me bragging rights, that's at least sort of beneficial to me, and you give me a way to earn it in game. time where the internet decides your fate. Line Killer said, yeah, it's really difficult, and the X. I'm so hyped. Okay, so this is really exciting. The Xbox One X, I am so excited for this thing. When the original Xbox games were made backwards compatible, it was so awesome. Brawl said that was cool, gonna go sleep, but like the format, Destin, keep it up, and remember, eat fresh. Okay, thanks, man. Have a good night. All right, so I am incredibly excited about the Xbox One X. We're talking about it on Unlock today. We have this unboxing. They unboxed the final retail Xbox One X. That probably means we're gonna get one at IGN soon. I am incredibly excited. I cannot wait for this unit. We're gonna be talking, I've already signed up to do like lead video production. Like just make sure that everything happens with the X and it happens smoothly. I am hyped. So they unboxed it basically. And the thing is, this is IGN's video that we're looking at right now. We unboxed it a long time ago with it was a Taco Bell partnered initiative where they were talking about their contest to win an Xbox One X so they could show the unit. We had, I believe this is Aaron Greenberg on the show. And it's Max and Brian, two of my lovely coworkers who are excellent. And yeah, there you can see the back of the ports. Of course, the Digital Foundry video, I want to be really careful with what I use here because this is their option. I didn't have time to reach out and make sure it's okay with them. So I'll just show this screenshot that compared it to some of the consoles and you should check it out. I'll be sure to leave it in the comments below. Man, this is so awesome. Also, so like they're kind of doing these videos, and you saw in the beginning I was showing Halo 3 on the 360 versus Halo 3 on the X. And man, just what they were able to do to make it look better is so cool. Expect more video content on IGN soon about that. Yeah, the Digital Foundry video, it's basically they just kind of sit on the chair and they compare it to some other consoles, and then at the end they compare it to the Pro, which it actually is smaller than. But yeah, you can check it out on IGN. I'll link to both of them in the comments. This is just kind of a neat video where they unboxed it. It's basically the smallest console. It's smaller than the Pro. It's small. It's about well, I'll just say it's smaller than the S and the Pro. So that is really exciting. And then we also got the OG Xbox backwards compatible games. I got to play Black and I played Ninja Gaiden, and wow, Ninja Gaiden was so good. Black didn't age very well, but it's just incredible that I can pop in that disc, it recognizes it, it downloads the game. The number one game that I want to see is definitely Incredible Hulk Ultimate Destruction, but that's never going to happen. Yeah, anyway, so that's about it. Xbox One X stuff is going to start hitting very soon. Guys, I don't really have anything else to cover off on today. I just kind of wanted to talk about the X, how excited I am, that I can't wait to play, and yeah. Does the Xbox come with the Elite controller? No, it does not. It just comes with the regular one. But you can use your existing Elite controller if you have one. Alright, so that is everything for this episode. Demon Diver, thank you for the host. Grim, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. We're going to move on and play some games. Do you want to play Destiny 2 PC or do you want to play PUBG? I need to get my PUBG. I'll probably do a PUBG practice round, then hop into Destiny 2. We're going to do a round table. And big announcement, I'm going to be able to stream Assassin's Creed Origins very soon. So be sure you hit that follow button over on twitch.tv/channel. Guys, thank you so much. Thank you to everybody who has supported this show. Now, if you didn't tip during this show or subscribe or follow, of course I stream regularly and you can do that anytime you wish. Demon Diver wants to see PUBG. All right, terrible at the outro. I'm working on it. I could read the thing that I wrote again. I tried to think about like how do I want to convey this, that no matter what, please and thank you for the support. I love doing this. This helps me be better at my job. I do this after work, and your generosity is in the form of a follow, sub, cheer, or tip is a great way to compensate the show. And just thank you to anybody who has done so. I'm going to move on and play some PUBG. Let's go, guys. I'll be right back shortly.